This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Revelations 18:2. And she cried with a mighty strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become a habitation of devils and the whole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean for hateful bird. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Noble honors to the elders, apostles, glory millstone, pushing the word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, pushing the word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, pushing the word, truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to you all out there. And this is a sit-down lesson, a quick one, through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. On this July the 20th, 2022, at 8:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, on this Wednesday night. And this is a news article for In the News, and this is from RT.com. It's like a survey poll. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, American Express paycheck fears. Poll shows nearly 60% of American workers worried that they can't support their families. It says some 58% of American workers worry their paycheck is not enough to support their family, to support them and their families, according to a poll commissioned by the American Staffing Associating and published on Wednesday. Finance anxieties was especially strong amongst parents with minor children, 66%, and Hispanic workers, 69%. The survey found as a result, these concerns, 28% of adults plan to search for in a new presumption bettering pay job with for the next 6 months, while 27% say they would look for a second job to help bridge the financial gap. Millennials and Generation Z, Salaki about slip of the tongue of the words, adults were far more likely to succeed. Let me read that again. Millennials and Generation Z adults were far more likely to seek out higher paying jobs at 40% and 36% respectively than the baby boomers parents. Just 13% of who plan to look for better employment. Nearly half of the older generation worry their age could present a barrier to begin hiring for more than desirable positions. Even formerly well-compensated workers have been seen their paychecks covers substantially less in 2022, while inflation's at a 4-year highs. Right, because since it's being at a 40-year high, at first it was 8.1 to 8.2%. Now it rose up to 9.1% because consumer prices costing more than ever. The consumer prices of items and goods and necessary, the prices throughout the roof with the interest rates, the cost of living, with the gas prices going up and everything else going up. So that kind of percentage-wise, it definitely affect the American citizens, especially the hard-working American citizens. Got these solid paying jobs, but it's not enough to not fully help them with the financial burden, because because the housing market, you know, consistently going up, and the housing market wasn't all that good all the time, because you already gotta pay for your bills, your gas bill, your light bill, your internet bill, your cable bill, your car note, and many other things have, food on the table, your cell phone bill, and everything is going up with the interest rates for sale taxes and all that. So that goes to show you, even though people had like 2 or 3 jobs, but it still wasn't enough to be able to have money in their pockets and save it for themselves and their families well too. Because all of it is going towards all the stuff that they need for their house and paying bills and stuff like that, It says even formerly well-compensated workers have seen their paychecks covered less in 2022, with the inflation 40-year highs than before the C-19 pandemic, and the money printing that accomplished average hours earnings adjusting for inflations have dropped to 3.6% over the last year alone. Another survey conducted by the U.S. Census Bureau reached similar conclusions. About a third of respondents reporting it was somewhat very difficult to cover household expenses. Approving rate, right, because gas prices went up throughout the whole year, because I believe, we had here in my household, we had like it was like about 2 months ago, we had like a gas, our gas was like $1,200, so imagine how much American citizens paying gas, paying for their electric bill and their gas bill as well too. Ain't no telling how much it would have been, during the time when the gas prices are going up. Because now we've been seeing the decrease of gas prices been going down, especially the gas at the gas station. The price has been going down as well too. For the last about 3 or 4 weeks now. This is like the 3rd or 4th week it's been going down so far. But according to experts, it might go back up. So never know. It says approval rating for the U.S. President Joe Biden are a record low, with Americans holding them responsible for what many economists believe will be punishing recession. Between the increase of cost of food, near record high gas prices, and a massive real estate bubble, the housing market. It says the Americans are finding that their finances are stretched to the breaking point. Even before the pandemic, nearly 2 out of 3 U.S. residents did not have enough savings to cover a $500 expense. Right, so after reading that survey poll that shows right here, Americans express paychecks fears, nearly 60% Americans worried they can't support themselves and their families, due to the fact with the inflation rates, consumer pricings up through the roof for a 40-year high, with the hyperinflation and the interest rates, the cost of living increasing, the increase of paying your bills with the gas and all that increasingly going up. Even if you did have a good career paying job, even if you did have like 2 or 3 jobs, it still wasn't enough to cover your bills, cover your living expenses, to be able to save money on the side, to have like a checking account, saving account, your retirement savings. You have to after your retirement savings, you might have to get some money out of that just to pay the remaining cost of your bills, you know. Because people have, like, they renting a house, it might cost like $1,600. That's how much my sister paying, you know. She worked like 3 or 4 jobs, you know, just to pay the rent, you know. Not let alone she got to pay the gas bill, her cable bill, her internet, her phone bill, you know, food on the table, you know, pay her insurance, you know, her doctor's bill, you know, and many other different things as well too. So even if you have like three to four jobs that's paying good, you know, because nowadays they hiring more people, you know. And because I believe the employment rate is down 3.6% from what I've been hearing since the last report came out about a couple of weeks ago. You know, it was showing the statistics of it. But hey, you know, American citizens fear that, you know, their weekly paycheck or a 2-weekly paycheck, you know, that weekly paycheck or that bi-weekly paycheck, it might not be enough to, you know, cover their bills and financial assistance for them and their family, you know, because everything is so high, you know, taxes on everything. You know, rent is so high, gas bill, cable bill, internet bill, cell phone bill, house phone bill, you know, you name it. You're paying all these bills, you know, and you're subject to all these payments, you know. So yeah, you know, this continue to show more signs of modern day Babylon is falling. Even if people got like 3 to 4 jobs, good jobs at that, a good full-time jobs, because you know a lot of people, they be working their butts off just to be able to maintain, to have a roof over their head. That's how expensive it is to be in North America, you know. Around the world as well too, but mainly focus on here in North America. You know, that goes to show you, the statistic polls show nearly 60% of Americans are worried that they might not have enough financial assistance to be able to support their family and have a roof over their head, you know. So that goes to show you, that's 2 scriptures that I brought out, Jeremiah 51:8, Revelations 18:2, or for paraphrases of those scriptures, you know. It's showing the continued downfall of modern day Babylon according to the Holy Scriptures, especially from an economic standpoint, you know. And so with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Bukar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the 4 corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. That be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.